Creative Magic Club. What's up? This is Sarah Mack and welcome to Creative Magic Club. Together, we'll discover inspirational stories of creative entrepreneurs living out their dreams, doing the work they are most passionate about, and building wealth in magical and fun ways. While building a six-figure income as a writer and coach, helping other women to launch their dream businesses, I've connected with so many incredible people and seen it proven again and again that you can thrive financially doing whatever it is you are passionate about. I am here to share life-changing strategies for mindset, making money, and reaching more people with your work in a business and life filled with creativity, freedom, and fun. Hi, Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, and I'm so excited to share this very special 5-day training series with you here on the Creative Magic Club podcast. This series is called Cosmic Attraction Copywriting, and I'm going to walk you through how to write a sales post for your soulmate client using your astrology chart. I'm so excited for this, and every day over the next 5 days, you'll receive a very value-packed training where you will learn the mindset switch that takes my clients from feeling confused about their content or not feeling fully safe to share their story online to making sales more easily and naturally than ever before. And then we're going to dive into the astrological placement that unlocks a whole new level of depth in your storytelling that will build trust 10 times faster with the clients who are genuinely a very aligned fit to work with you. And I'm going to share some of the messaging tweaks that take my clients from attracting people who, quote unquote, can't afford it to easy sales into 5-figure offers, no sales calls required. And you're going to come away with clarity on the 3 things your soulmate client needs to hear from you consistently in your message to feel confident and excited to buy your offer. And I'm going to share some writing process prompts with you so that you can feel clear and confident to share your story in a powerful way that's really going to stand out to the right people and lead to easy sales from ready to buy clients popping up in your DMs asking to work with you. So just a little intro and insight into why I created this series. I've been bringing a lot more astrology into my work, not only for myself, but also with my clients over the past few years. Bringing astrology into my business has added in this other tool that's really helped me to help my clients to understand them as individuals and see how they are different and help them to find what works for them because of their uniquenesses and their differences, which, you know, your astrology chart is like a map of your soul. It gives me so much information about my clients when I'm working with them that allows us to get to what's aligned and best for them so much faster. And it's allowed me to do business in a way that I am super passionate about, that I'm inspired by, that really feeds my curiosity and my creativity. And this is a tool that has really brought so much growth and deep self-knowledge and spiritual wisdom, you know, and continues to. It's just never ending with how much you can learn about yourself and about this modality. And it's brought me, you know, so much freedom and self-acceptance. And because I'm doing business in that way, you know, on so many levels, it's made it easier and easier for me to attract even more incredible clients, which has led to my business becoming easier, to having more renewed contracts from clients, people working with me long term, and just having so much fun. And it's helped me to really know myself, to overcome self-doubt, to overcome imposter syndrome, second-guessing myself in the moves that I'm making, in the content and the storytelling that I'm putting out there. It's really helped me to trust my intuition in my life and my business and my content and my message. It's allowed me to lead with my story with more courage and clarity and boldness. And this has led to easier and easier sales from clients who really get me and who love working with me, which means it's a fun and easeful experience for both of us. My clients get a lot out of it because we're so well matched. And it's easy for me to work with these clients because it really allows my gifts and talents to shine and to really be able to help them to create amazing results in a way that is just harmonious. And like I said, this leads to clients renewing contracts over and over and over, which makes building recurring revenue in my business so easy. And I want to give you some specifics to really paint the picture of what's possible when you feel this deeply in alignment with your work and with your business and your content and your message and your clients. This, the way that I have been doing content has allowed me to do things like consistently fill a high ticket mastermind that I ran for 2 years at a $3,000 to $5,000 price point purely through organic social media content. There was one summer I was traveling, I was taking a lot of time off. I had 5 clients join in 1 month just through my daily social posting. A lot of that was repurposed content, and they filled in an application form, then they paid by a payment link, no sales calls needed on my calendar. That was an easy, $17K plus month. And when my clients sign up, they already know they want to work with me. Any group program, high ticket group programs, high ticket private mentorship, everything and anything I launch, when my clients sign up, they already know they want to work with me. I don't have to do any convincing. I don't even have to explain my offers to them because I used story-focused sales pages. I've never had to answer more than a couple of quick logistical questions before they're ready to buy. I ran a free content event last September, my Sign Soulmate Clients with Astrology free series. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. And, I've been selling this since last summer. It's now March and I've had no sales page until just this week. And I'm just getting ready to publish one now. Again, no sales calls to be consistently enrolling clients into this offer. My clients have had huge breakthroughs. They've created amazing results, and clients have come to me and very regularly instantly signed clients into their new high ticket offers within a few weeks of beginning working together. Even one client who I had recently was literally starting her business from scratch, and she had a $4,500 client within a matter of weeks. One client had a 6-figure high ticket group program launch after just a few weeks of work in my Voxer coaching container after our private intensive. Clients have had their first 6-figure years while traveling Europe. They've taken time off to write books. One client increased her launch income by 7 times after working with me and implementing this way of doing content in her own business. One client tripled her workshop signups after using the content strategy we created together. Meanwhile, I'm lounging in my hammock in the sunshine of our apartment by the beach in our yard in LA, supporting my clients over Voxer, having really enriching, inspiring, life-changing business and mindset, money mindset and life and energy management conversations in there. I get to talk to them, almost every day. And I have less than 2 calls on my calendar each week, which gives me plenty of space to work on my book, to write music, to rest and take care of my health. I just recently recovered from 15 months of long COVID symptoms, and plenty of time, of course, to dive deep into learning astrology and really living my dream life and business. So if something isn't going the way we're dreaming about, whether it's the number of clients, the type of clients, the price point that you're working with clients at, the sales conversations that you're having, the way you're bringing clients in through your marketing and sales process, first we have to look inside and take responsibility for what we have been creating. And the first place to start to create that shift is to look at what we believe. So I want to kick this series off by sharing with you the key mindset switch that really does help my clients go from feeling confused about their content, or feel like they're not good enough, or they're working way too hard, or they're not feeling fully safe to share their story online, to having that breakthrough and making sales more easily, and most importantly, more naturally than ever before, where you really feel like you get to be yourself. Actually, it's a kind of a series of the most common mindsets really required that I see my clients needing to shift, and that I went through the exact same thing to really step into becoming a soulmate client magnet. So the first one is really your belief. You have to believe that you are capable and that you are enough, and also that whatever you are capable of today is enough to attract another client. So here's the truth. Yes, copywriting, marketing, and sales are really important skill sets. I had to study these. I continue to study these every day. I continue to work to hone and refine and improve my skill in these areas. And like anything you want to be really good at, you have to work at it every day. But here's another truth. You're good enough now. All copywriting really is speaking in your own voice and telling the truth in a clear and powerful way. And, it is a technique and it is a skill set, but guess what? You can already do it when you get out of your own way and when you get rid of all of the challenging mindsets that do come up as an entrepreneur about not feeling good enough or feeling confused or, having to sift through all of the millions of messages that we get on the internet every single day, and really being able to tune into our truth and to our vision and to our heart and be able to express that clearly. Really, your mindset and your genuine belief, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe that you're not good enough, which a lot of marketing will try to convince you is true so that you buy more stuff, if you believe that you suck or that you're stuck or that it's complicated or hard, that marketing, sales, or social media is like hard and unenjoyable, guess what? It will be hard for you and it will be unenjoyable for you. Decide that you're good enough now. And if this is something you have to redecide every single freaking day until you get to your income goal, this is really the work. And it's going to feel uncomfortable no matter what, right? Because creating something you don't currently have is growth. But let it be as easy as possible. Get on with it and enjoy it. The more you bring this belief and this enjoyment into your work, the better you will get at it. And the less resistance you're going to experience to doing new things and, growing and getting good at these things. And you'll be having fun along the way, which, let's face it, is the most important thing, because a coach, a leader, or a healer who's not having fun is not very magnetic to new clients. So the next mindset is that it's safe to be vulnerable. There's a reason that a lot of people don't step into entrepreneurship. They don't step into having a public persona or a personal brand or, really showing their face and taking a stand for their values and what they believe in. I've been through this conversation with so many of my clients because it is really courageous, a lot of the work that we're doing. And sometimes, a lot of the time we've been through really hard things and we do have haters, right? That's real. Or there are people in our life who disagree with us or who are insulted by us or, people that we actually care about who judge us. And these are real things, that we all have to navigate when we're becoming more public with our message. The reality is we have to deal with real relationships in our real life, and they have so much power over how well our day goes, right? If our relationships aren't going well, it genuinely does affect us. So this is something that you get to check in with for yourself around how could you create some boundaries that just make it feel really, really safe for you to fully show up for your audience. One really simple solution to this is creating a private Facebook group. Another way is through your email list or maybe a Telegram chat. Where can you create containers that are invite only for people who want to be having the conversations that you're having, where you feel safer to go deeper into those elements of your story that will really serve your people and will create transformation and healing and change and be empowering for you to, fully express. Because if putting something simple like that in place helps you to show up more fully, that's ultimately going to serve you if it makes it easier for you. And it's ultimately going to serve more of your clients and community when you make it easier for yourself to do that. How can you make it feel as good as possible to show up and to really fully show up as you, unrestricted? And we all share a collective visibility wound. We are all working on healing this, especially as women and as marginalized people and as witchy, magical people, right? We have deep inherited survival patterns in resistance to becoming more visible because people like us were literally burned alive in previous centuries. This is real. Epigenetics is real. We have survival patterns coded into our DNA. A lot of this fear is not actually based on anything real. The likelihood that you're going to get burnt at the stake for your most recent Facebook post, that's not real. But some of it is, some of it is. We will get pushback. We might get haters. We're probably going to get some nasty trolls. This is just a reality of being public and really taking a stand for what you believe in. There will be people who will disagree with you and who may not like you and who may tell you about it. So this is really about being willing to be courageous, but also about being safe. And I think ultimately the way to do this is to trust yourself and to trust your intuition and take care of yourself and find that sweet spot between making big, bold moves. And I honestly believe that the more you deeply listen to yourself, the less you're listening to the fears. So the more focused you are on how you feel, your message, who you are, the people that you're here to serve, how you're genuinely excited to show up and do that, and what's most fun for you in doing all of that, the more you focus on that and feed into that, the more quiet all of the other voices will become. That's a very individual and personal path that we're all walking. I've worked with many clients who are healing from narcissistic relationships, and I know, how vicious that can get. So everybody's different. You are the best person to ask about what it is that you need and to create safety for yourself and what kind of support and boundaries you need to put in place to really feel good about being fully expressed in your work and your message and your business. So the next one is that you do have to be willing to go big and to go deep first. If you want deep, fulfilling, real human connections that lead to profoundly rewarding and transformative work, you have to be willing to go first. You have to be willing to go big. And that means celebrating yourself. And I work with a lot of healers and artists who notoriously, I see, struggle with this. And I'm writing a book about money mindset, and I've been, digging into and doing research around beliefs around this in the Bible and how that has culturally seeped in to our society around, just these dumb ideas that unworthiness is so holy and pious, and when you are just constantly of service and constantly overgiving and putting other people before you, putting God and the Lord and the church and all this rhetoric that we have just been shoved down our throats for centuries, which ultimately leads us to judge each other around things like greed and selfishness, which actually, when you examine them, don't really make any sense, right? Especially for people who, in my community, if you're listening to this, you have a big heart, you want to have a positive impact on the world, you're not just hoarding and taking advantage of people. It's really important to have a healthy level of selfishness and to be able to put yourself first, because if you're not strong, if you're not supported, if you're not, provided for, then you have less resources to be able to serve others. So this is very deep and complex identity and mindset work. But what I want you to take away from this, the most important thing that's going to help you to be more resourced, to make more money, and to serve more people, is you have to be able to identify, connect to, and clearly talk about why you're fucking amazing. And celebrate the truth of what you have created, the breakthroughs, the transformation, the wins, the things that people want to pay you for. You have to be able to talk about that in a bold and clear way. The other side of this coin is you have to be willing to open up and be honest and be human if you want people to trust you. So you have to be willing to get uncomfortable and to celebrate yourself and to show people what's possible, not just tell them, but show them. Take pictures, take video, show people, tell stories about the truth of what you've created and how it feels, and really be the leader that you're required to be to fulfill your soul purpose and mission in your business. Be fully yourself. This is really what is being asked of you. The good bits, the hard bits, it's all good enough. And again, safety. You don't have to show anything that you don't want to. This is really about being strategic. Good marketing focuses only on the most relevant pieces of your story that will lead to people buying your offer and experiencing real transformation. Over the next few days, you're going to get a lot more clarity around these things. But for now, my invitation for you to take action from this training today is to journal on what has come up for you from this conversation, what ideas or insights have been sparked, what feels uncomfortable, what feels inspiring, and journal on how you feel. Really listen to your own ideas and take some action, do something, make a move. This kind of content will always serve you best when you use it as fuel to make moves and take action in the direction of what you want. And when you make moves from these mindsets that I've shared with you today, you literally can't go wrong. My other invitation to you is to make some time available in your calendar each day this week to listen to and take action on the upcoming trainings. I know you're gonna love them. And if you've had a breakthrough or you want to share an idea or an insight that came up for you, I would love to hear from you. You can message me on Instagram at Creative Magic Club, or if you want to share it with your audience and you can tag me, I would absolutely love that as well. So I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you in training number 2. For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com, and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.